Welcome to Info Book, an information and knowledge channel where curiosity meets truth, history meets mystery, and learning never stops. If you enjoy discovering the hidden stories of our world, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Info Book, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss our future journeys into knowledge. Today, we are traveling deep into the heart of ancient Egypt, to a place carved in stone, protected by desert mountains, and filled with secrets that have survived for more than 3,000 years. Today's story is about the legendary Valley of the Kings. On the western side of the River Nile, opposite the modern city of Luxor, lies a dry and silent valley surrounded by sharp cliffs and golden hills. The sun burns fiercely here during the day, and at night the desert becomes cold and quiet. To the ancient Egyptians, this west bank symbolized death and rebirth, because the sun sets in the west before rising again. It was the perfect location for the eternal sleep of kings. Long before this valley became famous, Egyptian rulers were buried in massive pyramids. These monuments were built to touch the sky and show the divine power of the pharaoh. But pyramids also became easy targets for thieves. Gold, jewelry, and sacred objects were stolen, and royal bodies were disturbed. Over time, Egypt's rulers realized that greatness did not need to be seen to be real. True protection lay in secrecy. So during the New Kingdom period, beginning around 1550 BCE, a new idea was born. Instead of towering monuments, kings would be buried deep inside the earth. Hidden. Silent. Protected by stone. Thus, the Valley of the Kings was chosen. For nearly 500 years, this valley served as the sacred cemetery for Egypt's most powerful rulers. More than 60 tombs have been discovered, and historians believe others may still remain hidden beneath layers of rock and sand. Each tomb was cut directly into limestone using simple tools. No machines. No electricity. Only human hands, patience, skill, and belief. The workers who built these tombs lived in a village called Deir el-Medina. They were not slaves, as many people believe, but respected craftsmen. They were paid in grain, oil, and clothing. They had families, homes, and even days off. Some of the earliest known labor strikes in history happened here when workers were not paid on time. These men carved straight corridors into solid rock, carefully measuring angles so the tomb would not collapse. They created chambers that stretched deep underground, sometimes more than 100 meters long. Their goal was not comfort for the living, but safety for the dead. To the ancient Egyptians, death was not the end. It was a doorway. They believed that the human soul had multiple parts. One part remained in the tomb. Another traveled to the underworld. Another could return to the living world. For the soul to survive, the body had to remain preserved. This is why mummification was so important. The tomb became a house for eternity. Inside these tombs, walls were painted with incredible detail. Not just decoration, but instructions. Maps of the afterlife. Guides for the soul. Warnings about dangers ahead. Paintings showed the sun god Ra traveling through the underworld on a boat each night, battling darkness so he could rise again in the morning. They showed gods with animal heads, fire-breathing serpents, gates guarded by monsters, and judges who weighed hearts against a feather. If the heart was heavier than the feather, filled with lies and evil, the soul would be destroyed forever. If it was light, the soul would live in paradise. These beliefs shaped every inch of the tombs. Some tombs were simple, with only a few rooms. Others were complex underground palaces. One of the most breathtaking tombs belongs to Seti I. Its walls are filled with bright blues, reds, and gold tones that still look fresh today. The ceiling is painted with stars, representing the night sky. Walking through it feels like stepping into another world. Another great ruler buried in the valley is Ramses II, also called Ramses the Great. He ruled for more than 60 years and built more temples and statues than almost any other pharaoh. His face still stands carved into mountains at Abu Simbel. But even kings could not escape time. Many tombs were robbed in ancient times. Thieves dug tunnels, broke doors, and stole treasures. Some even burned coffins to melt gold. To stop this destruction, priests later gathered many royal mummies and hid them in secret tombs away from their original resting places. These hidden storage tombs were discovered thousands of years later, with dozens of kings lying together, wrapped in silence. Then came the most famous discovery of all. In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter uncovered a small stairway buried under sand. It led to a sealed door. Behind that door lay the tomb of a young king named Tutankhamun. Unlike other tombs, this one was almost untouched. When Carter opened it, he famously said he saw wonderful things. Inside were more than 5,000 objects. Golden beds shaped like animals. Chariots. Musical instruments. Food containers. Weapons. And the most famous artifact of all, the solid gold mask of Tutankhamun. The world was shocked. Tutankhamun himself had been a minor ruler who died around the age of 19. But his tomb turned him into the most famous pharaoh in history. His discovery showed the world how rich, artistic, and advanced ancient Egypt truly was. It also sparked rumors of curses. Several people involved in opening the tomb died in the following years. Newspapers called it the curse of the pharaoh. Scientists say these deaths were natural or caused by bacteria inside the tomb, but the legend lives on. Beyond the famous tombs, the valley holds countless other stories. Some tombs were unfinished. Others were reused. Some were built quickly for kings who died unexpectedly. The valley itself is divided into two parts. The eastern valley contains most of the tombs. The western valley is quieter and more isolated, with only a few royal burials. The entrances to tombs were carefully hidden with rubble. After burial, workers erased their footprints and disguised the location. Guards patrolled the area. Severe punishments awaited anyone who revealed tomb secrets. Despite all this, time eventually betrayed their efforts. Floods caused damage. Rare desert rains turned into rivers, pushing mud and rocks into tomb entrances. Some chambers were filled completely. Modern archaeologists still find tools, lamps, sandals, and even lunch remains left behind by ancient workers. Technology today helps search for hidden chambers using radar and scanning devices. Experts believe more royal tombs may still lie undiscovered. Tourism has brought new challenges. Thousands of visitors walk into these tombs every year. Their breath creates moisture. Their footsteps shake fragile stone. Paintings fade slowly. To protect the valley, authorities now limit how many people can enter each day. Some tombs are closed for years to allow restoration. The Valley of the Kings is not just a cemetery. It is a message from the past. It tells us that ancient humans thought deeply about life and death. That they feared being forgotten. That they dreamed of eternity. That they built not only with hands, but with hope. It shows that knowledge existed long before modern science. That art did not begin in museums. That engineering did not begin with steel. These people shaped stone with copper tools and faith. Even today, as satellites orbit the Earth and cities touch the clouds, this silent valley still commands respect. It whispers stories of ambition, devotion, fear, power, betrayal, love, and belief. Every carved symbol is a voice from another time. Every corridor is a memory preserved in stone. Every tomb is a question: what remains after we are gone? The Valley of the King stands as proof that human beings have always searched for meaning beyond life. It is not only the resting place of kings. It is the resting place of ancient dreams. And as long as these mountains stand, those dreams will never fully die. Thank you for joining InfoBook on this long journey into one of the greatest mysteries of human history. If you enjoyed this deep exploration of the Valley of the Kings, please like this video, share it with others who love knowledge, and subscribe to InfoBook, your information and knowledge channel. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep exploring the world with curiosity.